Hi friends, Kevin here with Staying Alive. So if you saw my first video, you know my main event for the year was going to be the 2021 Senior Olympic Games in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Unfortunately, before I really got started into the year, I got notice from them that they have postponed that event until 2022.
3, 2, 1, action!
So that was quite a challenge. That's several months out from when I'm shooting this video, but I had a long 42-week training plan and races built specifically around that one event, primarily because that one event only happens every 2 years. And I'm on the lower part of the age group for that age break at 56 in the 55 to 59 bracket. Now, I still plan to do that event, but it made a huge hole in the year, and it took me a couple of days to really come to grips with that fact. I mean, I've worked pretty hard for a while now to prepare for that event, and I wanted to take a minute today and do this video because this is kind of where we're at in life, and it's not just happening to me in this event, but it happens to 14,000 other athletes preparing for this event, and it happens to people in work, and it happens to our kids in school. And you know, it's been a big impact on last year, and obviously, even though we have pretty high hopes for this year, it's obviously starting out that way this year as well. So what I did is I sat down and looked at my calendar and looked at what was important to me and what my goals were. I hadn't talked about it yet, but I had actually planned on, in 2022, possibly transitioning in to Xterra triathlons, which is an off-road triathlon. Still doing 3 sports, still doing swim, bike, run, but now we're doing biking in mountain biking instead of a time trial bike. And we're doing trail running instead of paved, nice trails. So up in the level a little bit. And I planned on really going down that road and getting into that world after I completed Olympics this year. So in retrospect, what I'm going to try to do now is where around the time in the fall where the senior games were, I'm going to plug in my first Xterra off-road triathlon there. And in the meantime, I'm going to maintain my race schedule on the local smaller races that I'm pretty confident will still go off this year and we'll still have. It's really the big events that I think are in question. There was one other race, USA Triathlon Nationals, that I had tentatively scheduled for August. I'm really questioning whether or not that event will take place. So I will probably exclude that from my race schedule, focus on the smaller races, and then hope I can get in one Xterra triathlon off-road race this year. You know, you do the best you can. You make a plan and you adjust and you kind of stick with it. Honestly, I'm not upset with this in the fact that I actually applaud NSGA, the National Senior Games Association, for making this decision so early in the year. Some other groups, some other events out there have shown a tendency to wait till it's closer to the event, and that makes it really tough. And I understand doing everything you can to get the event done and completed and the reasoning behind it. But you know, this is a group of athletes, you're talking from 50 to 105. And at this point in the year, We have not registered. We've not paid a dime in registration fees. I doubt anybody has any hotels booked, any flights booked, or no time has been scheduled to be off work. We're still so early in the year. So again, I kind of applaud them. If they were going to make this decision, to make this decision this early and say, we're going to postpone the event, we're going to take a 6-month break here until we're really confident that we can have the event. And to do it now, to do it early, I'm pretty okay with that. I'm pretty glad they made that decision now instead of waiting. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned. We'll keep running productions this year. We'll keep doing videos, and now you'll get another look at not just my road bike, but we'll start throwing in some mountain biking here in a few months and see what that looks like, and some trail running as well. So I'm really excited about the opportunity and the change and the new things it will bring into my training. So stay tuned. I hope you like this video. Click the subscribe button. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you're doing and what changes you've had to adapt and improvise for this year. See you soon.